From Wish TV and the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is the Business, Equity, and Opportunities Podcast with Scott Sander.
Welcome to the Business, Equity, and Opportunities Podcast. I'm Scott Sander. On this episode,
history tells us natural disasters can be devastating. How you prepare for the possibility and then respond to the reality can make a huge difference in how your business recovers. In Indiana, we've had floods, fires, earthquakes, blizzards, and all too frequently, tornadoes. In 2002, one of the biggest twisters in our state's history started in the southwest, tore through central Indiana, and did not stop until it hit Blackford County, staying on the ground for some 112 miles. Everyone survived, but more than 100 people were hurt, and the tally of damage came in at more than $150 million. That storm is one of several we will feature in our next 70th anniversary special coming up Wednesday night. You'll see exclusive video from our archives and hear accounts from Wish TV's reporters, meteorologists, and photographers who were there on the ground during and after one of Indiana's true catastrophes.
Every business is unique and has a target audience. If you own or manage a business, Circulus Digital Media can help you connect and grow your customer base with turnkey digital solutions that are nimble, offering best-in-class results, service, and support to reach a bigger customer base, allowing you to pinpoint a specific audience down to the smallest details. Get outside the city, the state, span the globe. Put Circulus Digital Media to work for you. Get started now at circulusdigital.com. That's circulusdigital.com. This is Business, Equity, and Opportunities. Running your business day to day.
But it's just absolutely coming down in gangbusters. You can see there's sirens going off behind us here for that tornado warning. So you know who you are, you know where you live. If you hear the sirens, you should take cover right away and head for safety.
I want to get this warning on real quick. Let's go ahead and go to Super Doppler rate. We're going to be on a 25-mile scan here. We now have the latest report of the tornado being on the ground in northern sections of Johnson County. Again, the storm is moving to the northeast at around 35 to 45 miles per hour. Be aware, southeastern Marion County, anywhere from around the Greenwood area. Be aware in Greenwood, this is right by you right now. Please be in shelter at this time. And then as we go into Marion County, Beech Grove, those areas, go to the basement, lowest floor of your house, seek shelter immediately.
From Martinsville to Greenwood to the east side of Marion County, a brief but devastating storm sweeps across central Indiana. Now, it's safe to say that Hoosiers have not seen this kind of devastation in years. At least one tornado knocked down power lines like dominoes, and a number of Hoosiers are forced to find shelter elsewhere tonight.
Now, this is how it looked earlier today as we were cruising over the south side of Indianapolis and looking at some of the damage, getting our first look in reality of downed trees, for example, just tipped over at the roots with dirt sprayed out around them as the trees came down across the road. Keith and I were both amazed. The more we looked and the more we spun the camera around to get an idea of just what we were dealing with, because we've been hearing reports all day, but it was just beginning to, as we followed that path, we were just beginning to get a sense for the mess that was central Indiana, right, Keith?
Absolutely, and the more we looked, the more damage we saw. We followed a trail of damage for about almost, we guess now, maybe 18 miles long, and that we could tell that there was damage. As you look right here at one of the homes that was damaged, and big damage on the south side in the Greenwood area, all the way up through Southport. As you take a look at some of the apartments right down here that were damaged, you can see roofs ripped off. You can see debris throwing everywhere, and we just followed the trail, and it was all we could see.
We saw it concentrated in Greenwood into parts of the southeast side and then on to the east side of Indianapolis. Businesses, too, looking much like this with debris scattered all over the place.
Right now we're looking at what's the Baxter Y here without any damage. As you can see, looking inside the Baxter Y now here on the south side, it had plenty of damage to it, as well as many of the businesses here on the south side. Just total destruction in some areas, and just a few hundred yards away, there was no damage to any of the buildings. So power lines down everywhere, trees, cars that were turned on its side, light poles in them as we look at the parking lots here, just damage everywhere.
Yeah, it's been interesting to see how the storm blew through and how it affected different buildings in different ways. Sometimes pulling walls out from under roofs and allowing the roofs to stand. Other times, as we're taking a look here, a railroad track down around Fairview Road, also on the south side, a tree down blocking the train, so the train could not get through. And then right here, Aqua Systems Company, at one point there were people down there waving up at us through the holes that were once their roof, and then here we are flying across central Indiana once again, just kind of getting an idea of how widespread the damage had become.
It was devastated. This parking lot, the storm went right through here, and as we go over and take a look at the front of the Kmart now, you can see that the storm passed through here early this afternoon. It first went through Ellettsville, then came down 37 to Martinsville. And as you look at the devastation in the parking lot, just a lot of property damage. The school bus was damaged severely, all the windows blown out. You can see that cars are smashed, toppled, turned over. Even an RV was on its side. Also a delivery truck was turned over. Some very, very strong winds passed through here. The people who were inside the Kmart at the time, several of them were hit by flying glass and debris, but no one in there was seriously injured.
There's no way to describe it. The building, we just turned around and the building came up. The roof blew off and the walls started coming down. Air conditioning units and furnaces and tools and stuff were just flying around.
Our thanks again to all the contributors who joined us for this episode of the Business Equity and Opportunities podcast. We hope you found it enlightening, useful, and inspiring. You'll find more information about the show on our website, BEOshow.com. You can watch Business Equity and Opportunities Sunday mornings at 10 on Wish TV or live stream it through wishtv.com. Each week we provide 7 full segments with topics ranging from how to get started and how to access capital to the day-to-day running of your business and questions about accounting and bookkeeping. We feature business news and trends and always share a success story from one of our contributors. Join us next time for more insights into the world of small business. Be sure to sign up for our Business Equity and Opportunities newsletter to get even more valuable, up-to-date information. And if you have any questions or you'd like to be part of our show, please email us. The address is beo@wishtv.com. We'd love to hear from you. I'm Scott Sander. Thanks for listening.
Watch the Business Equity and Opportunity Show on Wish TV and access all of our content and share it on demand anytime at BEOshow.com. You can find more podcasts from Wish TV on the All Indiana Podcast Network at allindianapodcastnetwork.com.